We are live. Actually, I am. The rest of the cast is muted for the moment because I need to change something with my sound here on Streamlabs. But there we go. Hi, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome to another episode of The Witcher. We weren't on last week, so we'll pick up right back where we left off the week before, which means that we didn't have to fix anything in post-production to try to insert our new guest here. Thank you. We'll go around the table, we'll introduce ourselves. I think we'll start with our mysterious ambusher. Our lovely guest for the evening, Kienna. Who are you and who will you be playing?
Ambusher? I have no idea what you're talking about. What do you mean?
Alright then, surprise.
But no, hello, I am Kienna, also known as Kienna S over on Twitter and on Twitch. Super excited to be here and to be on this lovely campaign with these awesome people. And I will be playing Aura. You'll get to know her a little bit more. I'll probably keep as much of her secret for now. But she's totally friendly. Totally friendly.
Nice. It's going to be a nice change of pace. And as far as our regular cast goes, How are you, everyone? And why don't you introduce yourselves? We'll start with our resident Witcher, and then we'll move on to the Nilfgaardian and the Bard.
So, hi everybody, my name is Jillian. I'm known as Super Gaming X on Twitter and Super Gaming One on Twitch, and I will be playing our local Witcher, Ariella. I'm really excited.
All right.
Hi everybody, I'm Steven. I'm playing a local Nilfgaardian knight. Kahir different Bedouir, something like that. I tried to do it just off of memory that time.
That's...
It's one.
Oh, okay. Kahir Caradwin different Bedouir. It's in the head now.
And last but not least, Lauren.
Oh, hi. Sorry. I'm Lauren. I'm J_Nice Girl. I play Ilona the Bard.
And I'm Simon at Wandering DM. I'll be GMing it today. And apparently, we'll also probably be playing another lovely character or NPC. What's her name again?
Miele.
Miele the dog. That we, or the group, I shouldn't say we, I wasn't there. But that the group,
You gave her to us.
yes,
You
but
were there.
that the group found. So just because we skipped a week, does one of you want to do the recap, or do you want me to do it? So it's been a while.
I'll do the recap.
Sure.
Yeah.
Take us away, Ilona.
So, after foiling Baba Yaga's plans in Vizima, the party left Vizima to go take a bath because Vizima is gross. And on their way out of Vizima, they went to just a little town, and they found like a notice board that there was a horrible monster terrorizing this local honey farm. So they went to go visit, and they met these two little gnome folks.
Halflings.
Halflings, sorry.
That's okay.
These two little halfling folks who ran a farm, and they said there was a terrible monster that had chased off their goat and destroyed all their stuff, and that please could we help them. And after much searching, we discovered that it was in fact a dog covered in dirt and honey that had tunneled its way into the farm. And they chased the dog back to this upturned cart that it had been living under, obviously abandoned by its owners when the cart was destroyed, or maybe it was just a stray this whole time, who knows, but it was living in an upturned cart. And trying to get down, first Ariella went down, and it was really easy, and then Kahir went down and tripped and lost half of his health, and Ilona started going down more carefully, but then tripped over Kahir and only lost 2 hit points. But and then after all of this happened, we explored the cart a little bit. There was a figure behind us. Who is it? Oh no.
Dun, dun, dun.
I think I actually went up the ravine to go investigate the tracks. And
It's true.
Yeah, and that's when the figure showed up. One thing about the cart, in case you forgot, there were markings of the Havakars.
Oh yeah.
The hawkers, the merchant smugglers that normally work with the Scoia'tael, the elven terrorists.
They're
So,
not all elves.
huh?
They're not all elves. There's
No,
some
that's true.
dwarves and
It's
stuff. The
non-human. I should say non-human.
non-human freedom fighters.
Hashtag not all elves. That's true. It's non-human
Mhm.
non-human freedom fighters.
Yeah.
But standing behind you, Ariella, you heard a voice saying something along the line of, "Well, what do we have here?" Does Ariella hear the sound of a sword, or how is Aura? Actually, let's rewind a few minutes. Aura, from your hiding spot, you've been tracking down this cart because it's been, you were told recently in a small coaching inn outside of Vizima that your quarry had been seen along the road, riding in a cart such as this. Unfortunately, the road has been used so much in the past few days that trying to identify the proper tracks for this one specific cart is almost impossible. So you set off on the road after the cart, hopefully trying to, catch up to them as they're sleeping or resting, as you, a single witcher on foot, horseback? Do you have a horse? I can't remember. So,
No, I did not have a horse.
Okay.
I lost it in the chase.
So now on foot, still you would have had better chances of catching up to them. And lo and behold, as you have seen about an hour ago, tracks of a wagon. The tracks were old, but a cart that went off the road into a small ravine. You heard voices, and thus hid in a thicket, waiting for the source of the voices to show up. And who did you not see but a blonde-haired witcher, an elf bearing a musical instrument, dressed in fine traveling clothes, and a knight affecting a particular accent. Oddly enough, you are missing one, but maybe these people can help. You know them to be dangerously armed. You know that they've been able to fend off attacks by various groups and even cause deaths of their own. So how would you have approached them now that the Witcher among the three has veered off the side of the wagon and is standing alone a few yards away from her peers?
Drawing out the sword, but not pointing it accusationally yet. Just steps out. So, what do we have here?
I think at this point, I think Ariel's kind of just looking at the tracks, see how they. I think she was just investigating the tracks up on the. Is that what she? Yeah. So she hears this, and she's just gonna look behind her, just holding her sword on her hilt.
What does Ariella see when she turns around?
She sees a woman who looks about in her 30s. Her hair is black, though turning a bit gray for most of the sections long that are in a braid off to the side. Clearly quite well equipped for travel with some armor. But likely most notable to the Witcher is the bright yellow eyes of this woman. And just underneath the glimpse of underneath the collar of the shirt is a wolf.
You recognize the medallion,
Yep.
Ariella?
I do. I sure do.
Of course, both of your medallions vibrate softly in the presence of one another. Ilona and Kahir, you can go ahead and make an awareness check to see if you hear the voice, since there was no yelling for now. Emphasis on for now.
Great start.
Is today my day? Is today finally the moment when...
Look, I'm just really excited about this dog. I mean, it's very dirty. So I think Ilona has like found a cloth or like a brush or something. And she's like trying to brush out the dirt and some of the honey. And she's like, well, I think we're going to call you Miele.
You find, by the way, like there's no brushes per se, but the dog Miele did steal a few forks from the halfling's home. So you can Little Mermaid the honey.
Yeah.
Out of the dog if you don't have a.
She like considers, she considers taking out her own brush, but then she's like, no.
This dog needs his own brush.
Yeah. So, that said, only Kahir hear another voice coming from up the cliff.
Yeah, I think he would stop looking for something for the dog to fetch, and look up the cliff and bring it to Ilona's attention, and just say something like, "We've got some company."
Ooh. Friendly company, or?
Well, can I tell that she has her sword drawn?
You would have heard the sound, yes.
Okay. Not from the looks of it.
Yeah. Miele, will you please stay here?
Ruff!
Wonderful. And Ilona.
She wags her tail and pants.
Ilona will kind of like get out from under the cart where she was with the dog and like draw her bow, but stay down the hill.
I think Kahir plants a solid foot into the hill and then draws his sword and begins climbing up.
Alright. This is going to take you a bit to climb up, so we'll go back to the conversation up the hill between Aura and Ariella.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look at her medallion and feel my medallion vibrate. And she goes, I'm guessing you're not here because of the bee contract.
No. I can't say I am. Though I'm surprised you didn't catch on to the fact I was here. Could have felt that a while ago.
Sorry, the phone was ringing. I didn't want to disturb the RP. God
Okay.
damn it. Yep. And I completely lost my train of thought already.
She said that she can't believe that your medallion didn't vibrate. Which, now that you're close enough for them to vibrate, you would know, Ariella, that, you know, she must have been hiding out of range of your medallion. But she's also, and I mean, it's something that even Lady, what was her name again? That Lady Alcina,
Yeah.
you know, as a jab to your Witcher talent, you are accustomed to hearing these things.
Hiding out of sight. I'm sure that that card has something you're looking for.
Oh, well, I was investigating, and of course, I heard some footsteps that sounded like falling. So I decided to get out of the way for a bit. So, interesting company you have here.
I'm sure all witchers have interesting companions.
The fact that you have companions is interesting enough.
I'm not like any other common witcher.
And, yeah, or just kind of gonna look over to the other two. Again, the sword is drawn but not pointed anywhere. It's just in
Yeah,
her hand.
she's still keeping her hand on the hilt of her sword, just in case.
Kahir's trying to look tough as he climbs up this hill, but it's like one of those things for like every 4 steps he takes, he like slides back too. And he's like using his sword to like, I'm gonna get up here. Just when I get up there, you better be ready.
And also the great thing is that Aura did see the two of you fall down the the hill. She's just like, yep, okay.
Ilona will loose her like will relax, not
Mhm.
loose. Will relax her bow and say, "Yes, hello. Why don't you come down here? Save us all the trip back up."
When she says that, I'm sorry, but Kahir probably looks back and is like, I'm already halfway up here.
Yeah, she'll look over to Ariella. I suppose I could do a little bit of common courtesy.
You want to go down the hill?
Yeah, she's going to.
All right. I'm gonna ask you to make an athletics check.
Oh boy.
Fail it.
I mean, this is their plan to kill you. You've seen how lethal that hill is.
Super lethal.
So you just have to click on the D10 button that's right next to your
Do
athletics
I have
skill.
to do the same thing now?
Andrew?
No, if you've gone down once, I'm not gonna make you roll
Yeah.
again. You can go down the
Yeah,
same
I've-
path and not.
Yeah, I've gone down already.
Kiana falls,
Oh god damn it.
but not a
Yeah.
lot. Not a lot.
Does Kahir have to jump to let her pass?
Sure, or at least move out of the way. You're gonna take 3 points of damage as you probably just fall, like make a bad fall as you land down at the bottom of the hill.
And then Ariel just glides down gracefully.
Oh yeah, she'll just totally like stand up, shrug.
What is this bullying? Like pushing people down the hill.
I am
Oh, Kahir, you have the higher ground. Just so you know.
It's about time.
I have the upper hand now.
Yeah, Kahir like takes a moment to like redistribute his weight because he has to turn like around to face Aura at the bottom of the hill, and I think he just picks up his sword and he's like, "What are you doing here? What do you want?"
I was simply around here investigating. And then, well, I heard there were people coming, and, well, don't want to possibly show myself to possible enemies. Not until I've gotten a good look at them, anyways.
Pardon me for my brashness, but not many of the people we meet out on the road are friendly.
Oh, well. I suppose that's just the way it is of the road.
Aura, you hear a grrrr coming from a medium-sized golden and white dog. She's not baring her teeth yet, but
Yep,
she's
picture.
vibrating with anger.
No.
Ilona would be like, yeah, it's all right.
Really?
Yes.
Sweet.
So, if you don't plan to kill us, can we go now, or is there something you needed from us?
Oh. Well, it depends on what you can offer me. I have things I'm searching for. Though I am curious as to why you are here, of all places.
Monster hunting.
Yes, we found a very fearsome beast, she says, like petting Miel, terrorizing the local honey farm. As you can see, we have vanquished this beast, and the songs that they will sing of our bravery will be beautiful.
I feel like at that point, Ariella would just like give her best work at that, because I think in her mind that it was pretty funny.
Also, Ilona is totally gonna write a badass song about this and make the dog seem like really scary and awful.
The first medieval power metal song.
Yeah, and Or will just kind of look over at Ariella and just kind of raise an eyebrow. Yes, most fearsome of hunts, clearly.
Aren't you fearsome? Yes, you are. She's now talking completely to the dog.
Yeah.
I've had better contracts.
Really? Do they often come with lovely friends?
No, this is quite a first for me.
Also, I'm totally not doing Ilona's voice. I don't know what voice I'm doing, but it's not
okay.
Ilona's.
I think you're taking on a bit of mine.
I think so. I think we're like...
Yep.
It's because you both come or have lived in the same region for a while, and it's that type of accent that comes back like this.
Oh, God.
Oh no!
What is it that you're looking for?
Well, I'm on a contract of my own, you could say. A quite important one. And that over there, gesturing towards the cart, was the last thing that I saw my quarry escape in.
Oh, well, there's nothing here. Not even anything worth taking, honestly.
There's something interesting here. The three of you, a witcher, and an elf, and a... you are a, kind of looking at Kahir.
I think he grits in his teeth and he's like, Nilfgaardian?
Yes. Pretty hard to mistake that accent. It's an interesting trio, not one that I normally find on the road.
It does seem like the beginning of some joke.
It does. Although we're missing the bar.
Oh, is there a bar near? We can fix that, absolutely.
Well, I do believe there's a town close by.
Oh yes, they have very good ale there. Or is it stout? I can't
Stout.
remember.
Stout.
It would be actually the same. So, Aura, just so you know, it's the same inn that you stayed at. That almost exclusively sell this ale, and they have like a placard with a wood carving of a long-haired man, his hair flowing in the breeze. Like, think Fabio, but like medieval. Fabio. bearing a posture of, fists on the hips, looking at the horizon.
Yep.
You probably
Okay.
tried the beer, and it's okay.
It's okay.
It's like porridge more than beer, honestly.
Molasses, yeah.
Yep.
Lovely. Yeah.
I don't know what you want with the Hakka, but there's nothing here of worth anyway.
And Aura's just kind of, she's still holding onto the sword, hadn't put it away yet. So the interesting thing about my contract is that it was, well, I had one target, but there were some other people to be on the lookout for. Particularly a witcher, an elf, and a Nilfgaardian.
Let's go ahead and get it over with then.
Wait, no. I would like to know who has a contract out for us.
You see, I like to keep those a little confidential and not looking to kill you. That's not worth my money. That's what they didn't pay me for that. But if it's not this trio, then I'm very curious as to what other, well, Witcher, Elf, Nilfgaardian trio there is out there.
Well, you should maybe go to Nilfgaard. I'm sure there are quite a few.
I doubt that they're all the way out there, considering that, well, the cart is here. And not that old.
Was it this card you were looking for, or just a card?
Simon, am I sure that this is the same cart?
You, it probably is. You'd have to look at it more carefully. But it does look like it's the one that you were looking for. I mean, not all cards look the same, but it is a it has the same, it bears the same how can I say, shape and purpose as the one you were looking for.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's fairly similar. It would have been on the same route that I was chasing after. I wouldn't have hopped out and done these types of statements if I wasn't quite sure.
Oh, well. What exactly does your contract want with us, then?
Well, it states that you are my quarry's, accomplices. Therefore, the amount is not on your head, but I wouldn't put it past any other people who are on this contract to, be a little less, honest, a little less, conversational than I am.
Well, it's very good that we met you then.
Yes.
We haven't worked with any of the Hakka, so I believe your information is wrong.
When
I would be very hesitant to say that that information is incorrect.
when she mentions the Havakar,
Sorry, I'm saying it wrong. I don't play this game.
it's okay. It's Hawker. It's Hawker in English.
Okay.
So Havakar is probably Welsh for hawk. That's true. That is not. You do not recall your employer telling you that they had dealings with the Scoia'tael or anything. Perhaps this is just the wrong card. Or perhaps they're lying.
Yeah.
Can I try
Here.
and wait? I don't know if it's possible for me to read another Witcher's face and know like what they're thinking.
Yes, that would be a human perception check.
Yeah, that's probably
Could have sworn it was going to be Witcher perception.
yeah. Witcher perception.
You need
Perfect.
stats for each. No.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, I have the only stat I have bonus I have for my charisma, my empathy is literally my seduction, and that's it.
Yep. So make a DC 20 human perception check.
DC. Oh.
Yeah, because trying to read the emotions of someone who has no emotion.
Yeah, but I'm also a Witcher, so I would know how this works.
Yeah, which is why I'm letting you roll.
Okay. So no mods because I know how a Witcher.
Not in this case.
Oh well. Nope, doesn't work like that.
She's just as hard to read as any other Witcher.
Yep, that's what I felt.
But they normally don't, aside from those of the cat school, they don't tend to lie.
Yeah.
That's what you've heard anyway.
Yeah.
Who is it exactly that you're looking for?
You see, the problem with the who is that this particular quarry of mine can look like a lot of different things.
Did they give you a name?
No, unless you want to count that it disguised itself as the king at some point.
Oh. Well, I think your information is wrong. I can assure you that it is definitely, that the king was definitely who we all thought he was.
It would bear to... Kiana, is it just because you forgot the name of the king, or...
Yeah, mostly
Okay,
that.
it's okay. It's King Henselt. Because I forgot 2 episodes ago there was a thing about another king. But no, in this case it would be King Henselt. The one person from whom you got the ring.
Oh.
That
Oh.
king.
Yeah. So, as you can imagine, this is a very pressing contract.
I don't really think it is, honestly.
No. Something that can look like anything that it wants to be. Pretend to be someone else.
Well, I mean, if you're looking for somebody who's pretending to be some Dwan king of another country, they don't seem to be very... I don't know why they'd be here.
Kahir says, he starts to speak up, but he doesn't say anything. He just eyes the dog. And then looks back at Aura, and then eyes the dog again.
Aura and Ariella, make a Witcher training check.
Don't you take my dog from me.
What's your training? Do need to find that.
It's
Witcher
on the profession
training.
skill page.
Okay.
I got a 20.
20,
Yep.
16.
Hey!
You would both know one thing about Dopplers is that they are severely allergic to silver. Shapechangers cannot abide the touch of silver. Even just like a silver coin or a silver spoon. Or, in the case of the dog, a silver fork that was used to scrape the honey off. It didn't burn the dog the way it would burn Shapechangers. So the dog is safe, by the way, because I would not have given the party a pupper.
We talked about this.
Yeah.
The dog has plot armor. Nothing bad will ever happen to this dog.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm a mean person, but I would not have done that. Like, no,
Oh.
no, never. So I want to make sure before someone whips their silver sword out and does something.
I was literally just gonna like poke it with like the side
But-
part. I was just gonna like touch it, and then that was it. I wasn't gonna hurt
Here's-
it.
Here's the thing. We know Ilona touched silver. Aura, you've seen her.
Mhm.
The Witcher in front of you did not draw a sword. She didn't even dare put a hand on the silver one. And the soldier doesn't have any silver on him either.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I mean, I was already thinking about it.
Can I tell, like, everybody's all looking at each other, like,
Yep.
Okay.
It's, yeah.
She's sort of like, really, we should all just get it out of our systems.
Kahir
And
burps.
she's gonna and she's gonna take her silver hairpin out. Her hair kind of comes tumbling down, and show it to Aura, and then touch both of them with the silver pin.
Just boot them.
Yeah.
Kahir, as you feel the cold touch of silver, it's cold. That's all it does.
I was getting real excited there. I was like, am I secretly a Doppler?
Stephen, the whole character you played since the beginning was fake. No. Everyone is perfectly whatever species they say they are.
Look,
Whatever.
we all. This is fun, all of the tension, but if I don't get any payoff for it, let's just stop flirting with each other and say what we really mean.
Oh, but what would be the fun in that? Either way. Looking at, again, kind of Ariella, and then looking at the other two. So, what I was thinking is that if you were willing to help out, take a little look around for any other very specific combination of trio that you are. And of course, if you stay around me, and then I know that you're not the accomplices, and anyone else on the contract knows that you're not the accomplices. Then it works out. And of course, if you're looking for monetary pay or whatever else, I'm sure we can figure something out.
The let's flash back for a second. I think it's the right moment for that, if you don't mind. We'll move back to Kaer Morhen, the fortress keep, home of the Witchers, School of the Wolf, high in the mountains of Kedwin. This lone figure, a woman wearing a dark brown robe under a cloak. It is cold this morning in the mountains, and yet the woman striding on horseback, so the horse is striding towards Kaer Morhen, has the entire upper section of her chest exposed, an enormous ring of magical runes tattooed that goes almost all the way up to or over her neck. She knocks on the door of the keep and demands to speak with whoever Witcher is in charge. The three of you, because it was a very busy day at the keep that day, and there were three of you. Aura, another Witcher, a new recruit. You haven't gotten around to learn their name yet because they haven't finished the training yet, so might not get it. Best not to get attached. And the other one is Vizimir, the old, very, very old mentor / teacher / keeper of the keep. And she introduces herself as Sheila de Tankerville, the advisor to King Henselt. And this meeting took place in early-ish September. She noticed that King Henselt had disappeared. She, because she's and she made a point to point it out, she is very intelligent and cunning and foreseeing, enchanted the signet ring of the king to make sure that she could scry upon him. And scry she did. Apparently, whoever passes for the king now, she said, it gave her an off feeling. Her theory is that it is a Doppler. When she scried the next day, the king wasn't there anymore. Instead, you had 3 figures, which you now recognize. Actually, 4 figures, which you now recognize, 3 of which, the other one, who looked like a mage, doesn't seem to be with the group today. The thing is impersonating a king is a grave offense, and whoever has that power, or has the ring, can do a lot of damage. And Vesemir pointed out that it is not the business of witchers to kill kings, even though those that pretend to be kings, that would be best handled by the guards or soldiers. To which she brought in a chest full of gold and gems. The payout is 50,000 crowns. A kingly sum, and justly so. Vesemir entrusted the mission to you, Aura, because he's too old for this shit, and the other kid's not old enough. You are our only hope, because we need the funds to repair the school. And yeah, everything's leaking, and it's cold, and it's damp, and there's black mold all over the place. But you also know that 50,000 crowns is something that you could share with others. You know, not all of it, but maybe you can give them 50 crowns. Like, they don't have to know
A portion.
the entire sum. And we'll go back to today.
So, you're sure you haven't seen a king? King Enselt?
Is there like a virtue stat?
Can
It's called
I?
reputation.
Can I test that to see if like I can keep this secret or if it just has to come out?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I roll a check to see if I know she knows that, like, that it's
In this case, Ilona, that would be deduction.
okay.
And Kihir, you would roll a d10. Add in your reputation. But before you
I
do
think
so...
you can press your reputation score.
Huh?
I think we discovered that. If
Yeah,
go
you
to
can impress
background.
your reputation.
Like,
wait.
you can just test it. You can press.
Yeah,
the
you can
on
just test
button.
it, yeah. But the thing is, before you test it, I want you, Steven, to tell me, what DC do you impose on yourself to be virtuous?
Oh, that's so mean.
I kind of wanted it the opposite. Like his naturalness wants to tell.
Okay, so then the DC
So I
would
want
be high.
like the DC, right. I want like a 17 or 18 or something, like to keep the secret.
All
Well,
right,
Does that
we'll
make
go. We'll
sense?
go with a 17. That's high enough.
I want to know if she knows what we.
Yeah, that's what I'm testing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Ilona.
want to know too.
You can try deduction. Yep.
Yeah, I want to try
So
deduction.
Ilona and Ariella deduction,
All right. Well,
and Kihir reputation.
I don't even know where my reputation is.
So if you go to background,
Yeah, it's under background.
background.
Well, that's not very good.
We have a +1 for generosity. That's a rat. That was the rat we were given the other day.
it's true.
Check. Yep. So that would be a 15
Oh no.
with the
Perfect.
+2 you have. So, well, unless you decide if you want to include it or not in whatever roleplay you're about to do. But if you include it, that would be a 15. You still fail, but you're very close to holding your mouth shut, though you would have to boast about your generous reputation in Vizima. And Ilona succeeded. Ariella, you this close,
Oh,
but that was a
darn it.
DC 18.
Oh, well.
Remember, you have luck points that you can spend to increase your
Yeah,
checks.
I don't have that many luck points.
I'm
so-
just saying in case you guys have forgotten.
It's okay, I forgot all about it, and I have so many luck points.
Aura doesn't know your whole story.
But she knows we know where the king is.
No, apparently she knows. She didn't let on anything about you burning the body,
Mm-hmm.
about you getting rid of the ring. She knows that at some point you did have the ring, and thus are probably in a heap of trouble.
I don't think we have what you're looking for anymore, darling.
Again, I'm not really looking for the ring, if that's what you're referring to. I'm looking for whatever had the ring beforehand.
We took care of it.
Yes.
Did you now?
We did. It was disgusting.
You remember you burnt the body of the real king.
No, she's talking about the grave hag.
Oh!
Yeah, the great.
Yeah, but for all intents and purposes, you burnt the body of the real Hensel. You would have, Ariella would have known if it was a doppelganger.
Yeah.
Because the skeleton would have changed.
I don't think what you're looking for had the ring ever either.
Hmm.
I'm very sorry that we can't help you.
Well,
You might ask in Vizima. There's Triss Marigold knows something of what's going on. Ilona's gonna look at the symbol on Aura's neck and say, "You must be familiar with Triss, yes?"
well, I know what I know of her. Not that we get along very well.
Compared to the other Witcher of the Wolf School, she doesn't necessarily thirst after Triss.
Yeah, no.
You suddenly hear Miele bark.
Miele, what is it?
As you
Right.
turn,
I'm gonna look over to see like what Miele is seeing.
yeah, as you turn to look
Just
at
in
her, you
case.
see her take off and chase a bird, an enormous crow.
Oh, not again. I thought we had dealt with them.
Kihir just shouts at it, like, "Be gone! Get out of here!"
That's what you're looking for, dear.
But the crow has
That's what
two
killed the
eyes.
king.
Oh,
So Crowhead, what?
Yeah, it bears to specify in this game the amount of eyes that a crow might have. This was a big crow, but you do notice at some point that it's a regular one. Though coincidences are.
I don't believe in coincidences.
Yeah.
So she's going to say, "That's what you're looking for, the crow."
The crow.
Yes, there's some. Well, you're a witcher. I'm sure I don't mind telling you there's some business with Baba Yaga.
I've never heard of her.
Baba Yaga.
Yes, I don't know anything about them, but something to do with amassing power and monsters and
Like the end of the world or something?
they're they're the ones that are impersonating kings.
And like I said, the ones that are connected with this incident are currently the three of you and perhaps someone else. Where is your fourth, by the way?
I have no idea.
That's none of your business.
Vacation.
Wow, the range of replies.
Yeah.
Like literally, Ilona's just gonna turn to look at, like, turn around to look at the other two and just be like, "Is this your first day?" Like, she's not gonna say that. But that's the look she's giving them.
Okay, here's just like,
I'm just like,
Yeah.
no. Honestly, we have no idea. He disappeared.
well,
He doesn't know anything about the Doppler either.
that's a little bit harder to prove. He's not here to defend himself, nor prove it.
also harder to disapprove.
I believe the word you're trying to look for is disprove. As well.
Yeah, what language are we speaking, by the way?
She would speak in Nordling.
Oh. I'm also have a pretty heavy accent.
I'm just struggling to speak anything.
Yeah, I don't think
I'm
you
pretty
can
good at
any
both.
Nordling.
Yeah, it's why she was like, okay, it's an elf, Guardian, and a witcher. No other freaking combo of that.
Yep.
It's like the joke: a witcher, an elf, and an Nilfgaardian walk into a bar.
I would love that. Let's go to a bar.
Oh, we
You
actually
could,
do
I mean-
sometimes.
Here's the thing. Time is flying by. You still have to go back to the halflings, Bumbledum and Bumblebee,
Yep.
to hand over your trophy of the monster you have so valiantly fell.
Yes, let's talk about this over drinks. Honestly, I don't think we need to be here in this. I don't think we're going to be able to help you, but if you insist on speaking with us more, and I understand I'm very good looking, let's do this somewhere more comfortable.
I don't think that's a very good idea.
No.
You show up out of nowhere and accuse us out of nowhere. We apparently know nothing.
Well, you can imagine, considering the information I was given, why I would come to such conclusions. Though, honestly, you still haven't proven yourselves 100% innocent of this matter. So,
Well, we're Aunt Dopplers, and I believe that's what you were looking for, so
like I said, you are still related to it. I could easily go back to my employer and, well, tell her a few things.
your employer. Well, you could tell her all about Abba Yaga. Could I, in fact, ask her to speak to Triss Marigold?
I'm sure she has more important things to think about.
Oh, are you sure? Is it out of the question to think that if this is a person knowing about a ring, that I would know that it's might be another sorceress who, like, or another advisor?
Probably, or the wizard that enchanted
Yeah.
the ring.
Yeah.
And you also remember that Triss had access to a megascope, the phone that she used, so that
Yeah.
it is not impossible to try to reach out.
Yeah. In fact, I'm sure your employer knows Triss quite well and could get all of that information from her. And so I think, really, there's no use threatening us anymore. We have no business with you, and you have none with us.
And my shoulders are getting tired.
Have you been holding your sword up this whole time?
Yes.
Tell that Aura had given absolutely no mind to this. Like, she's just like, whatever.
Put the sword down. The dog just puts a paw on your arm to try to,
Yeah, Ilona
and it
will be
succeeds in lowering it.
like, yeah, Ilona will just like kind of rub Kahir's back. Darling, it's all right.
She insulted me in my dialect.
Look, I speak terrible Nordling too. It's fine.
But she hasn't put her sword up yet.
Yes, why don't we all put our swords away?
Brilliant idea.
Aura will just shrug, kind of flip the sword and put it into her hilt. Well, the closest inn bar, whatever you like to call it, is where we're staying. So, seems our paths are converging anyways.
Wonderful. Ilona is going to try and find a way to get up the hill via the road, like to get back to
Not have to go through the...
Yeah.
Because you don't need to roll if you want to go back up.
I don't want to. Well,
It's just, you're going to walk through dirt.
yeah, she doesn't want to do that. She just took a bath.
So the...
Ariella doesn't mind. She's just gonna just start walking up the hill.
But I
She just
want.
looks
Yeah.
over to- it's just gonna look over to me like, come on, we have some money to get.
I was going to do that via the road, darling, but
She just keeps going up the hill.
Well, you guys can walk parallel to one another,
yeah.
and it goes almost back to the fork where the two halflings were waiting. That's when the slope becomes gentle enough that you can easily go back up on the road. This section, Ilona, that you see, that you travel through, you're an elf, so I'm not going to ask for rolls.
I know everything.
There's a lot of herbs, flowers, and a lot of signs that this place is regularly used to ambush travelers.
Okay. She'll like hold everyone out, like, or she'll hold a hand up.
She's on the top of the slope, just following everyone else.
Can I look around?
You can make
My an awareness check.
yeah,
in fact.
awareness.
Yeah, I'm so good at it.
I was gonna say perception. I keep mixing my game
Oh
system.
no, I don't see it. I'm super unaware.
Yep.
I get like distracted by Kahir. Just something about like the light, like the way the light hits the side of his face, and she's just kind of like, it's too bad he's so principled.
Would I get
Women's
like
virtues.
would I get like a bird's eye view of what's happening? If I see.
No, because the slope has
Yeah.
like
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it's so think about the road is here, and the slope does like this L shape, right?
Okay.
And Ilona's walking at the bottom of it,
And I'm
looking
just
at
like
the
on top.
bushes. Yeah, but there's no recent tracks of ambush.
All right.
That's for
In
sure.
that case, Ilona will shrug and keep walking towards where.
Bumble, Dum, and Dee.
Yeah.
Yep, with the dog in tow.
You meet up with them at the fork. They've packed up their belongings, and when they see you approach, the first thing that Bumble Dub says is, well, just to make sure, this fourth person there, yeah, we hadn't. I mean, we can spare something for them, but we thought that there was only
Oh,
three
she's
of you.
not with us. It's fine.
Oh. Well then, my lady, if you would, and do you enjoy the taste of honey?
Very much so.
Oh no, I was talking to any points to Aura.
Kahir speaks up and he says, "It's lucky we found her in your basement and was able to drag her
I
out.
just immediately elbow Kahir in the stomach. Like where?
We're able to drag her."
They say, "Oh, that was you?"
No, it was not her. I wish it was, but it's not. And then I go over and point to the dog. I just walk over to where PLA is and I point to the dog and go, "This is what was in your basement."
And the two halflings look at the dog, and at the four of you, and at one another. And they're like, "We know this dog."
Do you?
Well, no, it was a big term, but we sort of are acquainted to her master.
Oh, we found her all alone and abandoned.
That's strange. Where did you find her?
In your basement. She had dug quite a clever tunnel. She's very smart.
And they look at one another. They start talking in elder speech,
I
which
can
most of you understand anyway.
Yeah, we also
I mean, it's my first language.
Yeah, but them too.
Yeah.
And they're talking very, very fast, but you get the gist of their conversation, and it's the last time that they saw her master. He told them he was on the road walking with nothing but a walking stick and a backpack. And he told them he sold everything and was retiring, and he seemed to be in a hurry, heading back to Vizima. Said that his business had gone under. He had gotten robbed on the roads one too many times, and that it was time for him to shut everything and just move. And he was thinking about moving to Skellige, the islands, which is, for Kiena, it's like saying that you live in Germany and you want to move to like Iceland. Pretty far out. Nothing to do.
There's a fighting tournament.
Yeah, well, there's that. But they're like, he didn't have the dog with him, and he always liked that dog. He loved that dog. And they turn back to you and they say, You sure it was his cart?
It was full of honey and other things. I don't know.
As you describe the cart, they nod in acknowledgement that no, it's behind. They ask you if D, can we is it too much to ask you to, we'll chip in some more funds if you will, but can we go see the cart?
Of course.
I don't see
Don't
why
see why
not.
not.
You escort the halflings back to the cart. By this time, it's almost sundown. And they take a very brief look at the cart and they say, that's his. But he said he sold everything. And yet, and you remember, you were, 100 yards away from his house? From their house? They're like, why? And they start looking at the road. And they're like, it's like someone tried to hide it.
Ilona will turn to Aura. I think we found your quarry. Would you describe this person to us?
Well, normally he's a tall, spindly person. I have to... And they look at the two Witchers.
What do you mean normally?
Well, you see, he acted strange, and we thought he might be in trouble, but he kept reassuring us that everything was fine. We sought to give him flask of mead for the road. I still have it with me. And Bumbledum takes a silver flask out of his vest pocket. So he didn't want it. And that's not him. He actually drank most of our stuff on the road, which would have explained why he veered off in a ditch, but where are the horses?
When did she start acting strangely? Recently?
Yeah, about a week back.
Interesting.
Is he in
Okay.
trouble? We can definitely help if he's in trouble. Well, help. I mean, we can give you honey for the road. Which reminds us, now that you've cleared out the house, if you would like to follow us, we can give you your payment.
Oh, yes, wonderful.
Of course.
The lady with the black hair. What's your name?
You can call me Aura.
Aura, if you can also follow. I mean, the house is big enough to host another person. And when you get to the house is 3 feet high.
It's halfling size.
It's halfling size.
Very halfling size.
It's a little baby house.
Now I just picture this like play school plastic house that we had when we
Yeah,
were kids.
so what I'm actually, because I've moved and we were looking for a new sofa and we were looking up on IKEA and stuff and we kept seeing like cheap sofas that were like toddler sofas.
Everything is toddler sized.
It was like, wow, why is this sofa only $50? Oh, because it's 2 feet long.
But they get the payment out. Crate after crate after crate. Each of you gets a crate for free. There's about 50 crowns worth of mead and honey-related products inside.
Yay.
How are we going to carry all of this? Like, she looks at Alona's like noodle arms.
We can sell you a wheelbarrow.
You know what? I'll just the dog. Thank you. And maybe that flask?
Oh yeah, sure. And he gives it to you like without a second thought.
Wonderful. She like owns the whole thing.
It is
And then-
the best mead you've ever drank, short of elven mead.
Oh my gosh, here you have to carry some of this for me. And she's gonna fill up like a flask that she has herself, and then also this silver flask with mead and put it in her.
I'm just carrying
then-
this meat and I just see Alona saying like, oh my god, this is the best meat ever. I'm just like, I'll have to try this later.
The boxes have about 5 bottles of mead, 3 jars of honey, and a stack of honeycombs in linen wrapping.
Ooh, free food.
Yeah. The two Witchers know that some of this can also be used as alchemical
Free
reagents.
alchemy.
Yep, definitely taking some of that.
Yeah, and
Nope,
the halflings
done.
are like, go ahead. Like, the 3 crates are yours. You do whatever you want with them. They would give the shirts off their backs to people if someone needed it.
So Alona, if they're in bottles, she's just gonna like shove all of the bottles she can into her bag.
Yep, you can, definitely.
And then
Yeah,
like
I'm
start day drinking like out of another bottle.
Well, I mean, it is sundown, so
It is sundown.
Okay,
Yeah,
well then it's not
honestly-
even day drinking.
I'm gonna go into my crate, take out all the honeycombs, stare daggers at Aura, and just put them all in my bag.
You
I was gonna see if it all fits.
yeah, you have 5 honeycombs. That's
How many
what
bottles of mead do I have?
It's 5.
Oh yeah, I got
5 honeycombs, 5 bottles of mead, and 3 jars of honey in each crate.
Yep, I have to look at my alchemy stuff because where would that fit under for honeycomb?
Yeah, why did I close my PDF? Give me a second. Well, you know what? I'll do that during the break. So don't worry, Ariella. We'll take
Okay.
like a second during the break, and we'll check that out.
She's
Got it.
gonna after they're all done, she's going to turn to Aura and say, well, your quarry's in Vizima then.
Seems so.
It was very nice to meet you. Thank you for the tip about people hunting us down. I appreciate it.
Of course. The least I can do.
And I think that's when we're gonna go on break. It actually fits, so why not?
Kahir's just gonna take the whole crate and try to carry it out of here.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it weighs about 15 pounds. Well, plus the wood, so 20.
I can carry that.
Sure, you can make like some kind of like weird crate backpack.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, if you had enough rope,
A
yeah.
back crate.
Yeah,
it's a
it's
backpack.
just
It's a back crate.
the problem is like it's not heavy to carry, but it does require both your arms. Like that's the
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah, we can just like make a crate out of it.
Yep.
Or, like a backpack out of it, and like with rope and stuff.
So we'll be right back, 5 to 10 minutes, and we'll see how the second half of this tense meeting goes. See you later, everyone. I hope nobody saw me. So we will go back to our outside the little bumblebee farm. As the halflings have gone back inside, the two brothers and are cleaning up their house, leaving the four of you outside pilfering the contents of the crates that they have left out for you, given you as a reward, as it were. What do you do?
Well, I think we've all earned ourselves a night and a drink. And we can decide where to go after, and Aura can go to Vizima and chase down her Doppler friend.
I think that is amenable plans. Shall we?
Are you going back to the same inn outside of Vizima?
If that's the closest one,
It would be the closest, yeah.
like, because
otherwise
it's
inside
nighttime already.
It will be nighttime by the time you reach Vizima, yeah.
Yeah. And she turns to the other two and she says, "Or we could go somewhere. I don't know where else we would go, though. I mean,
I'm fine returning to the inn as long as," and he looks over at Aura and he whispers over to Alona, "as long as we don't all end up in the same bed again."
but it was so fun last time."
But I don't know her.
Oh. Do you not usually end up in bed? Well, I guess you don't usually end up in bed with people you don't know. It's all right. It's not that bad when it happens.
He shrugs.
And she kind of like looks wistfully at the woods that look very inviting and comfy. But then also like thinks about the alcohol that is at the bar. Like looks wistfully at the bar and is like, oh, okay.
You have to, yeah, it's your dichotomy. The comfort of the wilds or booze. And so to the inn you go. As you come in, a few of the patrons raise their glasses and cheers for Alona.
Yes, hello.
Kahir waves too, and then notices nobody's waving at him.
Nobody's waving at you. The moment you come in, there's this merchant sitting at a table who just picks up his stuff and leaves. And you recognize him.
Ilona winks at him.
As he passes, Kahir's like, "Not another game?"
He doesn't say a word. He's just staring at his boots and walking out the door.
So we didn't make any actual gold from the folk.
You could trade what you've got for yeah.
Or
I slam a crate down on the table.
Or I could just
Busk.
Where's the button? Where's the busking button? There it is.
So, Aura, as you come in the tavern, almost naturally, as some sort of memory, muscle memory response, Ilona goes straight for a stage.
I have a question.
Yep.
Can I add my reputation bonus to my busking?
Yes, because your reputation is here. Yeah.
Yeah. So
do you have the talent that's like a returning performance as well?
I do have returning act, yeah.
So roll
I
returning act first.
Okay.
Or, well, you rolled busking, that's cool. And then roll returning act, because that might give you another bonus.
Okay.
Just say.
Well, you've played before in this town, so that would be a 21. So that you make 21 crowns for the night.
No, it's doubled.
Oh, boy.
It's
I
like
misread.
In fact, I make 42 crowns.
You make 42 crowns, and alcohol is sort of cheap? Question mark? Let me grab the page. General gear. I mean, for the whole night, like, beer is 5 crowns a piece. So, if you wanted to just drink and socialize...
Look, okay, I know I've been rolling lots of bullshit, but I would like to roll seduction to see if I can just get free drinks for the rest of the night.
And the
I
thing
have a
is, so
mead. I'm happy with my mead.
here's the thing. As the DM, you would be tempted to say, well, yes. But then, on the other hand, like, you're playing all night, and you're given money. I could say some of that money is in the form of alcohol. But then, you've been there before. Everyone knows you. Everyone knows who you are. You're like the face of that stout molasses beer that they drink. So I'll say you get at least 3 free drinks over the
Excellent.
course of the night. Just because
Just because.
it's as a tip, like they give you crowns for your music and your entertainment, but they also bring you beer.
You just don't want me to roll a stupid high seduction.
Well, it's because the DC would be like 10, so what's the point of rolling? Okay, roll. Roll and...
Are you at base 19 or something? No. Oh no.
Then please roll a D10. I said it's a DC 10, so...
I shouldn't have done it.
You. It's an
This is the worst seduction you have ever pulled.
I'm
in
not
your
trying
entire
very
life.
hard.
At all. You're just pointing at someone and you're like, buy me a beer. And the guy's like, yes, ma'am. Aura, you've rarely seen someone be this good at seducing people without even trying.
I think it's one of those things where she'll just like make eye contact with them and they'll just vibe.
Oh, literally. It's like...
Or watching with, like, interest. She's interested to see how this is all going to play out.
It works. It
Yeah.
works. She's just fleecing these people of all that gold. And her performance, by the way, like the busking, is very good.
Yeah.
Like, she's not a bad musician or a bad
No,
storyteller.
like, and like, I recognize that. She's just like, huh. Interesting.
It looks like I could have made a lot of money doing barding stuff instead of Witcher.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Also, Aura, you would have recognized that Ilona plays mostly songs, Elvish songs. She sings almost exclusively in Elder speech.
Yep. Oh, of course, over the course of the night, sometimes you take breaks, you go back to the table, so if you want to chat with the rest of the party. Yes, Kahir?
I was just scratching
Oh,
my
okay,
head.
okay.
That's good.
I thought you were about to say something.
I want to know like what the table dynamic is while Ilona's like just
There is only one darkened corner. Make of it what you will. Only one of you can sit in the darkened corner.
I will. And I'm just gonna sit there and just take out.
I like
Just
to
get a
imagine there was
glass.
a contest to
Just
get to the
get a-
dark.
Just get the random glass that Ariana is out of. Just get out the mead that she got. Pour that mead and just has a taste of it.
It is the best that you've ever had.
Yeah, she's just gonna drink that one bottle for the whole night.
Kahira originally goes for the darkened corner, but then realizes he can't also fit his crate there with him. So he gets a table close to the stage and puts the crate down, kicks his feet up, and sings along with Ilona's songs.
Yes, the darkened corner is where the place
The
where
Witcher
witches
sits.
sit.
Yeah, I just saw it.
It's the Witcher's corner.
I
Yeah.
figure there are 4 Witchers in this inn, one in each corner.
The Witcher's corner.
Isn't
Yeah.
there a ranger in one of them?
I wish. I'm not doing self-inserts.
Yeah, Aura doesn't sit in the darkened corner.
I do though.
Yeah, she's happy to just be out, and she'll kind of sit not right next to Kahir, but close to him.
All right. you're close to the stage as well, so you have good view of everything that happens. Was there anything special that you wanted to talk about tonight, or do we just have a good old time?
I think Alona at some point during her break will, like, she's been drinking a little more, and she'll go to Aura and she'll say, "So, why are you still here with us?"
Well, like I said, our paths converge. For now, at least.
I suppose, but I don't want to go back to Vizima, so I don't think, you don't want to get messed up in all of this Doppler Henselt business. It's very bad.
I don't think I have a choice on the matter after I, signed the contract and everything.
Yes, it's true. Sorceresses are just awful to deal with. You should get out as soon as possible after you've killed this Doppler. There is very evil, dark things going on.
I would say I'm touched by your concern.
Well, what can I say? I have a soft spot for dark and mysterious people.
And she looks over again at Kahir and Ariella. I can tell. But really, I'm quite interested. Why would an elf like you, who could very easily make a living on her own, be monster hunting, of all things?
Not by choice, my dear. And she'll lean up over. She goes, "See, the thing is that Ariella hired Kahir, and then I'm with Kahir, not with Kahir, but we're together. And so I came along and fought terrible monsters and got involved in horrible things, and it's all going to make a very good story one day if I survive. But it's better than Dol Blathana."
Interesting. And Aura will kind of lean forward as well, as if to speak conspiratorially. Considering your concern for me, I would like to return the favor. I'd beware of any witchers that like to put on the face that they want to feel. It just gets in the way. Because deep down inside, we're the same. No matter how much one would like to try, there's only so much you can do to fight off the instincts of putting the self first.
You are a very, very sad woman, aren't you? And she's gonna reach out and cup her face. It's such a shame.
Well, I might agree with you if I felt sadness or shame, but those are things that are belong to a very, very far past.
And she's gonna touch the other side of her face with her hand. See, this is your problem, dear. It breaks my heart, honestly.
Your pity's wasted on me. I accepted long ago.
To not enjoy things out of life, do you enjoy things? Do you feel anything? Sensation, passion?
I can feel facsimiles of it. I think the closest I get is whenever I get to have a successful hunt.
Oh, that's so sad.
Perhaps under your own qualifiers. Witches are different, my dear.
I don't think they are. I think you're all lying to yourselves. I think you're all afraid and hurt because the Dwan are awful and say awful things to you and about you and make you do their dirty work and then kick you out on the street. But I don't think that you are all what you think you are. I think you're all incredible, hurt people.
And Aura will put her hand on one of the ones on her cheek, kind of pulled away a bit. Well, it's what makes for a good story, doesn't it?
So sad. And she's gonna get up and go over to Kahir and sit on his lap. She's so sad, Kahir.
And she watches this and not together.
She thinks she doesn't feel things.
Well, witchers putting up their fronts. They have to be tougher than us all, Ilona.
I don't think that's true. I mean, look at Ariella. The poor thing's heartbroken.
Yeah, I think maybe Ariella's the different one.
I think she's just not afraid the way the other ones are.
Perhaps so. Maybe we're all afraid.
We're all afraid of something. I guess perhaps when you're not afraid of the horrors that the witches have to face, then I guess you're afraid of feeling things, of love. But that's so sad.
It is
Love
sad.
is so wonderful, Kiki. Have you ever been in love?
He just looks at you.
It's so nice.
It is.
I remember when I was in love. I miss him so much, darling.
How does that make you feel, Kahir?
He either wants to be sympathetic or empathetic. But he's more just pathetic. He just kind of No, I think he just kind of like, mm-hmm, yeah. And then he takes like another swig of his mead, and he says, Ilona, have you had a bit much to drink, maybe?
Always, yeah.
You notice that on the stage there's like 5 empty mugs and 2 bottles of mead.
Oh, that looks about right.
Do you know it's been 30 years since he died?
It's strange. I was just wondering how long it was.
Really?
Yes, really.
Huh. Isn't that funny? Yes, it's been 30 years.
Was it old age?
Yes. I was cursed to love a human.
Kahir deeply sighs.
We spent a good 20 years together.
I'm glad it was lovely for you.
Nobody would marry us, you know.
Of course not.
Dwan religion. But everybody knew. Everybody called me his wife anyway. And it was nice. And then he got old. And I stayed young.
Both a blessing and a curse.
No, it was a curse. I would have given up everything to grow old with him. She just kind of like curls up and like passes out in Kahir's lap.
I was wondering if you were gonna go the way of the crying or sleeping, because
Yeah.
you were at the fork, and I was like, let's see where this goes.
Yeah.
Kahir just holds her and feels bad.
Oh,
Aw. And Ariella, who has heard this entire conversation go on, is just like really deep in thought, just looking at her mug that's filled with honey mead. Just stares at it.
Aura's gonna get up and go sit next to Ariella.
Wow.
I'm a shit stir, y'all.
Of course, that's what you do. She's just basically just still looking at this I forget the word, but this cup it's tankard of mead.
Yes.
This tankard there. I forget words sometimes. I'm sorry.
it's okay. I do the same.
Yeah, so Aura just kind of like sits down next to Ariella. Again, not right next, but close enough. Heartbroken now, is it?
Like I said, none of your business.
I mean, it's none of my business, but I'm still interested.
Good for you. I'm not in the mood.
In a mood.
I guess that's how the humans would put it.
Right. And Aura definitely kind of like, she pops up her elbows and looks. You really are an interesting one.
I'm guessing you've never seen a Witcher from the School of the Owl before then.
Oh, well, I usually hope that I don't come across witches. We usually don't get along with others. But you're different. Well, at least you try to be.
I'm sorry, like my internet cut out, so I missed part of that conversation.
Oh, good.
Ah! So
Or
Yeah, she-
or was just remarking that you seem different, or at least you're trying to be.
So what if I am? There's no crime in it.
Oh, no crime in it at all. But a witcher is a witcher. And a witcher works best with all the training perfectly set in.
Every school has their different training. I know mine. And I don't think you're the one who should be judging that fact.
Ariella. So the Owl School. Where do I feel like I've heard of that before?
Don't pay attention to that.
It's really hard when the roll 20 goes whoop.
Yeah, sorry.
It's like, pay
I-
attention to me.
I don't have my secret D10 that I normally use, like, here, so I go through roll
Yeah.
20.
Okay. Oh, I think I know a little. You had a promised child, didn't you?
Yeah, she's just kind of like clutching at her tankard at this point when she hears. I do not know how you know about that, but it's best that it's the only thing you do know.
Oh. Well, I don't know much. Of course, information about other witches is quite rare. What I have heard is that that promised child has just been, well, left alone. Bereft of any of your feelings that you so hope to wish to extend to your companions here.
I suggest you leave now before I make you leave with your tail between your legs, wolf.
Oh, you hope to fight me in the middle of this tavern. Is that what you want to do?
I'd rather not cause any trouble, but piss me off more and I could do a lot worse.
Drunk here is cheering for a combat.
You see, this is why feelings are so overrated. Just causes trouble when there doesn't need to be any. I was just simply stating facts.
And really, like I said, they're none of your business.
All four of you, except Ilona, make a perception check, an awareness check. Ilona, you can try it, but your DC is going to be way higher.
I
Yup.
will. I want to see if it wakes me up.
21.
21, 18, 13. Kahir won't see it. These two 2 into his cups, or into his cheering of a fight between two witchers.
Or into the very lovely elf that's cuddling
Yep,
up.
that too.
It's all cuddles.
And what about you, Alona?
19.
Not enough. In your case, it's only Aura and Ariella that see it. The merchant from earlier. You know the guy that tried to cheat at
Yep.
dice? He's back.
Oh.
And he strides in like he owns the place. And he goes to the bar and orders a drink, and he sits at the bar. Like he hasn't spoken to anyone, or looked in your direction or anything, but he's back with like a sort of a boastful confidence.
Yep. I'm just like now just like stopping the conversation I'm having with Aura, and I'm just like look.
Where's Miele?
Sitting under, lying down under the table.
Okay.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'm just like looking at this dude, and I'm just gonna look at him, and I'm just gonna stare. And I do notice that he has more confidence in him. Do I notice anything specific?
As in,
Like, is my medallion vibrating at this point?
so here's a cool thing about Dopplers. If he is one, medallion's not gonna vibrate.
Oh.
I
I'm just
mean,
gonna
you
keep
can
an
take
eye out.
you can take a silver glass and throw it at his face, but
Is
that
there
would
any like
hurt
silver
anyone.
on my tankard?
No, the inn, no. The inn is not upscale
Yeah.
place enough to serve anything in silver. But I mean, a silver flask to the head would hurt anyone, so it's not
Yeah.
really a good indicator of if
Yeah.
it's a Doppler or not.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye on him for a little bit, and then I'm gonna look over to. I'm just gonna eye Kahir, and I'm just gonna eye back at the merchant. It's like give him like sort of a signal, like there's something up with this dude. There's something.
Okay, here's like 4 mugs in right now, and he kind of thinks maybe you're making flirty eyes with him.
But you're
he just,
holding
like-
Ilona in your on your lap.
Yeah. He just kind of like gives a polite smile, and then
Yeah,
like,
like he just so she's just gonna knowing that this is not working, she's just gonna point at Martin. At that point, it's just like
he just says, "Go play a game. It's okay with me."
It's just gonna lean over to Ariella.
Can the Jocelyn like wake Ilona up a little bit?
Well, I'm sure he jostles around
Sure.
as he's saying that.
I'll check with. We'll do Aura first, and then Ilona as you wake up.
Yeah. So Aura hasn't left during this whole. She's still next to Ariella. Kind of lean. Is that person of interest to you?
he attempted to cheat at a dice game, if that's what you're thinking.
Oh, I'm just more curious as to why you're doing the weird eyes and then the pointing thing.
Well, when we entered the tavern, he left quite humiliated and shame.
Yeah.
And now he's back with a boast of confidence.
Interesting. And Aura's gonna stand up. She's gonna walk, but she's gonna detour by the table that Kahir and Ilona is at, and she's gonna lean over and on just passing by, plucks the hairpin out of Ilona's hair.
I think that wakes Ilona up.
Hey,
Oh, Ilona's mute.
What? What happened?
that Witcher stole it. I think she's going to gamble it away with that dice player.
Oh.
Ugh. Don't
I'm just
change the gear.
not even like, I'm just paying attention to this merchant right now to see what happens.
What do you mean? You mean the dice
Martin.
man is back?
Martin, he's over there by the bar.
Martin,
Look
the
at him.
merchant cheats at dice. I remember that.
Yeah, Martin the merchant probably has lice.
And she'll like go and she'll like look over.
And you see Aura walk with a purpose, the silver hairpin in her hand.
Yeah, so Aura's gonna get up to this guy and lean at the bar.
He's holding on a mug of that molasses-like stout, and he gives you a brief glance. It says, "Well, you here for a game of dice?"
I've heard you're quite good at it. Totally fair.
Mm-hmm. Won me myself a brand new pair of shoes recently. So, what is it that you want to gamble?
Brand new pair of shoes. Well, isn't that nice? I was thinking, and I gonna place down her silver sword onto the table in front of him. Still has her hand on the hilt.
There is a definite coming from the man.
It's authentic.
I
It's
just
a
wanna add-
Witcher sword.
Like I said, authentic. Be quite the pretty penny.
Mm-hmm. Well, and he downs the stout and says, I don't think I would play for a Witcher sword. It's bad luck. And what if the owner comes back to get it? I don't think that I don't want to square off against the Witcher. And he
Oh.
pulls this.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
he's going to pull himself away
Yeah,
from the
she's like, oh, of course not. And she's going to pat him on the back of his whatever exposed skin on his, and with the pin on her
Mhm.
palm. And she's gonna just like, oh, of course.
It makes a hissing sound. Like,
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, does Ariella see that?
Oh yeah, and he jolts in pain.
I'm just gonna go behind him and I'm just gonna hold him by the shoulders.
Oh, wait a second. Before as you go up to rush up to him, he turns around, and all of a sudden, it is not Martin the merchant, but Aura. And she has a hand on a silver sword, just like the other Aura.
Well, what do we have here?
And I'm gonna ask for initiative,
Oh, yes.
because,
I have a question.
yes.
What kind of penalties does Alona get for being real drunk?
You count
Same.
as being poisoned.
Oh.
I don't know what that means.
No, I know. I'm looking it up as you say that. I was hoping that at the end of my sentence I would say poison, which means there you go. Here's the page.
Oh, I fumbled on my initiative.
All right. Since this is alcohol and not
like weird
actual
Witcher
poison,
shit.
Yeah. I'll say that you lose 3 points of stamina every turn.
Oh, okay.
So at some point you'll fall asleep. Is basically what it means
Okay.
from the
So
alcohol.
my initiative's an 8 because I
8?
fumbled.
All right.
Oh,
Hey,
I crit.
Simon.
Wait, drunk Alona crits on initiative? Alright, okay. And
24. My god.
Oddly enough, Aura, can you roll initiative again for your doppelganger? All right, so it'll be
think-
Ilona.
I think
Listen,
could hear the
I-
question.
I already had double vision. And now there's 2 auras.
Yep.
Do I get the same penalty or
If you were drunk, yep.
yeah, I was saying that I was drunk.
Then yes, you would lose 3 points of stamina per turn.
All right. So
So we'll go with Ilona first,
this isn't going to be good.
and then
It's gonna be wonderful.
and then
And then
I have
Fleur.
half HP and half stamina.
Miss points because you never healed. Oh, poor sweet boy. Okay,
oh.
it's okay. I'll save you.
All right,
Thanks.
Ilona, you go first.
Do I know which one is Aura?
Yes, they haven't moved yet.
Okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna.
So
Do
for
I
all-
just like? No, I'm gonna sword. I'm gonna take my sword out because it doesn't make sense to just like
Yeah.
as the
archery.
swords come out, yeah, people start diving under tables.
It doesn't make sense to just like start shooting in a bar.
Well, I mean, you're an elf. Drunk archery is something that you're
Look,
probably
drunk
better than
archery is a
blind.
thing that I am very good at, but like not inside. Where's my sword? There it is. Okay.
We're just like now stabbing the tavern.
Action type.
So-
Attack.
I'm gonna ask Aura to defend, which is weird. But what's your so you're going with sword?
Yeah.
So Aura, that'll be a swordmanship test.
Okay.
Opposed
Okay.
to swordsmanship.
And so it's a fast strike. Like
so
what's
if you do fast, it means you can attack twice.
okay?
If you do
I'll
strong,
that.
you have a penalty, but you do double damage.
Oh, well, Ilona is not strong, so
So fast.
I'll do fast.
Yep.
With my fancy sword. Oh wow. I'm not gonna hit that, but cool.
Especially not with
Yeah.
a fumble. But you don't have to roll for the fumble. We know that
Oh,
you
okay.
failed. Roll again though, because you get to make another
Oh, I
attack,
get
and
to
this
do it
doesn't count as
again.
an extra action.
Okay.
Like when it asks you the question. And Ilona, Aura, I'll ask you to do the same. And can I have the amount of stamina that your character has?
Stamina. Let me look. 35. I
35.
think.
All right, thank you. It's
I think
just
that's the right one.
because the doubler has the same when it's transformed as you.
Great. Love it.
So what about another swordmanship?
That's a fumble.
So roll a d10 to lower it, or click on the fumble button on
Yeah.
your sheet.
No.
Oh,
So that's
That's a
9 above.
nine.
That's a crit.
I crit.
You critted a Witcher. Well, doppelganger
I
Witcher.
crit a double.
So,
That's so cool. I should fight drunk more often.
roll for your hit location.
I don't get to do this usually because I'm fighting with bows. It's a 10. Left leg or wing / tail.
On your left leg. So that is going to be half the damage.
Half the damage.
So roll for your irregular damage and we'll do everything.
Oh god.
I think it's a
Okay.
bunch of d6s.
Yeah, I have it. I have it open.
And while we... Ooh, plus 3.
Plus
so that's
3.
a 17.
Okay.
And then half. So we'll say 9.
around 8, 9.
What's your HP?
Aura.
Aura.
My HP?
Yeah, how many hit points do you have?
Well, I failed, so that's 32 currently, but 35
Okay.
max.
All right. So that would be. It's actually taking your shape, so it has a sprained ankle. So 32, and this crit, because these things happen, will also. We said 9 points of damage. crack the jaw. The blow cracks the jaw of fake Aura, which means that now you can definitely see which one of the two is the fake, because fake has a gash on the side of their face.
I think she's gonna do that, and then she's gonna look at Kahir, because she's like, the first time it doesn't work, and then she's gonna look at Kahir and be like,
He was like, "Great job!" as he's like trying to draw his sword.
Fake Aura is going to attack a real Aura.
Oh.
But it doesn't the real Aura have a 20?
Yeah, I had
No, sorry, real Aura first.
Yeah.
I wrote Aura twice on the initiative sheet.
I have my I have my hand on the sword that is on the table, and so I'm just gonna grab that and into.
All right. Do you make as a wolf? You know that you don't have any penalties for strong attacks.
Hell yeah. Yeah. So swordsmanship. Or-
Swordsmanship, yeah.
Yeah. Attack.
So roll it twice because you're going to defend yourself against yourself. So
So
the first
weird.
one is going to be the attack.
Okay. There are all these different kinds of strikes,
It's-
and I don't know what they are.
You said strong. You have to say strong,
Okay.
and then no extra attacks, no other changes.
No, I'm not using a crossbow. What are you doing? Silver sword. Target location random. Oh my god, there's so many things to select. 22.
All right.
And now we're gonna
no,
swordmanship
combat
and
is insane in this.
Super crunchy, yeah.
block. 22.
Oh my god.
So you
Wow.
can spend a luck point, Kiana,
I'm gonna spend a luck
to
point.
have 23 and thus hit.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend a luck
So-
point.
But the fact that you roll twice, I mean, the Doppler has the same move. It knows all the same maneuvers and blocks your sword the exact. You're fighting Shadow Link,
Yeah, I'm fighting Shadow Link. But
Yeah, basically.
but you managed to fool them and through luck, put them off balance for a split second and strike. So roll a d10 for the hit location.
Okay. I think there's a thing.
There's
Target
a button
location.
for it. Yeah, target location.
Torso.
Straight
Perfect.
in the torso. So roll for damage, please.
I don't know how to do that.
Your silver sword does. Let me check. I think it's. Well, hello, Ariella. What's the damage of your silver sword again?
Oh, 3d6. I found it.
Yeah, 3d6 plus 2?
Yeah, in
Seven?
the case of Aura, it would be 3d6 plus. I'll tell you that.
You
Plus
should be able to just like click on it,
silver sword.
If you- press the number, like
yeah.
first, second, third.
Let me check if it. Yep, 14 points of damage.
Hell yeah.
But you have armor on the torso, so does that creature.
Mm.
So that's a
You
6.
get extra things because it's allergic to silver.
No, that's why it deals 3d6 instead of 1.
And it wasn't with a strong attack?
Yes, that was a strong
Oh,
attack,
that's-
so that's double. That's 28. Minus 8, so that's 20. You swing with your sword, and one fell swoop strike the Doppler between its ribs. It is now its turn. It is not going to stay here and get killed.
I am like right behind this guy.
It
so-
casts the Quen sign
Oh.
and is attempting to run away. So that would now be Kahir's turn.
Don't fail me now, feed. So, do I get any bonus for height advantage? Say, if I were to climb onto a table and jump off?
Yes, I'd give you a +2.
Awesome. Let's do this. So yeah, Kahir like draws his sword and just shouts and runs up and across the table, leaping off of it, trying to drive the sword into this thing's back as it runs off.
Go right ahead.
So yeah, I'm strong attacking.
And that would be a dodge for Aura. Under reflex. Is it under reflex or under dexterity?
Reflex.
All right, try to beat an 18, Mr. Kihir.
Kahir, 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 Kahir. Oh!
Wait, what?
I don't think it
This is physically impossible. So you rolled a 10 plus 9 plus 9 plus 0 minus 3 plus 0 plus 0
It's
plus
plus
plus 2.
2.
Yeah, it's the plus 2 it didn't like.
It broke down.
But that's okay. 18,
So,
20,
18.
30, 27. So
Plus
you
an extra D10, right?
Huh?
For the crit?
Yes.
The 10 explodes?
So right now, yeah, you're at 27. You're at 34.
Oh.
34, that's 20 something over. So it's a deadly crit. So roll for
Oh.
damage. Roll for the body part first. This is gonna be disgusting.
Left.
Alright, on the left leg,
Ah,
roll
Missed.
for damage.
Oh.
all right.
Plus 10 and then half.
That's
There's no exploding dice, by the way, on damage. So 27,
37.
37. Was that a strong attack or a fast attack?
It was a strong attack.
So I have to remove the armor first, but it doesn't have armor.
This is just what Kahir
So
does.
It's 74 divided by 2, so that would still be 37 points of damage.
Oh.
Minus 10 for the Quen. So he died twice. You sever the leg. And it's a deadly crit. What? Dismembered leg. Yeah, that's what I thought. You sever the leg at the knee. The Doppler falls. Actually, as fake Aura falls, her hair disappears. Her face turns reddish brown with a long nose and a mouth empty of teeth. Tiny, pointy-eared, but like broken, so that the top is like flat, like parallel to the ground. It's hunched with arms that almost touch the ground and short legs. Well, a short stubby leg, and it falls flat on the ground. The patrons are yelling, screaming, some of them screaming things like, "Monster, monster, there's a monster here."
Don't worry, I got it.
Oh, that's true, that wasn't silver, so it's half. Hey, it's dead
Yep.
anyway.
It's still dead.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't even matter. Is it like dead from that?
Yes.
'Cause I was.
Yes.
Damn it! I was gonna interrogate it.
Oh,
Yeah.
as soon as it falls dead, Aura just takes the sword in her hand, twists it, and just brings it down on its neck and head. Yeah, and she's just gonna pick up the head.
It's a trophy.
Nice
Kahir-
work.
Kahir hit with such force that he just tumbled over afterwards. So
Yeah.
like he's looking up at Aura and he's like, "Oh, thanks." Like as he's trying to pick himself up.
Yeah.
Ilona will put her sword away, kind of clumsily, and be like,
I just look over at Kahir, just like,
Wait a
if
second,
you had
Ariel.
to change. Oh, sorry. Wait, whose turn is it?
Ilona.
Kahira, and she'll like go to help him up. Are you okay, darling?
Oh, I'm fine. Just stumbled a bit. I think those drinks got to my head.
Yes, I'm feeling slightly more sober now that we've severed a monster's leg off, but
You did fantastic.
I did, didn't I?
You did. I'm proud of you. You used that technique I showed you.
I did. You know what this deserves? A celebratory drink.
That's what I was going to say.
Perfect. Barkeeper!
Alright, and as you go to the bar, we'll move to Ariella.
I was gonna go over to look over at Kahir's like, if I would have known any better, you're secretly a witcher in disguise. I am impressed.
Well, it means a lot that you'd be impressed. I've I'm better at speaking with a sword than I am with words.
Like the
He
first
says, like looking
the
at
first
Aura.
time we fought together, you literally made a drowner explode.
I remember that.
It was very good. I wish I could have seen it, but I was drowning.
I'm sorry about that.
Oh no, it's all right. Edric saved me.
The DM has an out of game question for you.
Hey,
Who killed the Grave Hag?
I think that was a team.
yeah, that was a teamwork thing. I think the fire got to
Yeah.
Edric's fire got to the grave hag and just died, burned
So-
to
Kind
death.
of like killed it Power Rangers style.
So Kahir killed the 3 monsters in this whole game. Are you sure you're not a witcher in disguise?
Nope. I just like swords.
He's just real good at fighting.
Real good at that one thing.
I don't know why, but now Ariella just wants to buy you a silver sword just so you can just help.
That would be
Pretend to be
marvelous.
I mean,
out of character. I mean, like that's just going through her head. It's like she would buy Kahir.
I mean, you can,
I could buy him a silver sword.
if only you had the funds.
I know, right?
oh no.
But
David,
hey, let's go
I
back
have
to
funds.
let's leave our out of game discussion and go back to the bar. What does Aura do after she takes her grizzly trophy?
Yeah, she always just stuffs it in her bag.
It makes a sound.
Well, she didn't really care.
She doesn't have the standard Witcher issue hook on her.
No, she doesn't have a horse.
Nope. She's gonna have a horse
Like
right
in
now.
the first Witcher game, you
Oh,
just
yeah, you
like
put them on
carry your
yourself.
trophies just like on your pants.
That's true. It's only in the 3rd one that you get to put it on your horse.
Yeah.
Either way, she's like,
Oh
this is
no.
my trophy. I'm taking it.
I think it's more Kahir's trophy than yours.
Oh, well, she doesn't really care.
No, it's all right. We don't need it. It smells bad, and this will make sure that there are no other people trying to chase us for shenanigans.
That is very true.
Barkeep
And,
says, "Oh, sorry. Go ahead."
Oh, no. And she's kind of, her hand, which is now covered in this Doppler's blood, she's going to casually wipe it on her pants and hand over the silver hairpin back to Lona. This was very useful. Thank you.
You're muted, Alona.
You're welcome. And she'll like kind of clumsily put her hair back up. After making sure the pin is clean. She'll
It
like
is.
wipe it. She'll like wipe it off a little more onto Aura's shoulder. She's like,
She doesn't care.
goodbye, beautiful, sad Vatgan.
That means Witcher.
Yeah. She assumes.
In case you think she might be insulting you.
Yeah.
It's a term you've heard before.
Yeah, so she's like,
The barkeep says, "Oi, Witchers. I'm thankful for what you did, but you're gonna clean your mess now." And you see, like, all pretense of fun and socializing is gone from his face.
Yeah. Yeah, Ariella's just not gonna say anything, just immediately start cleaning everything up.
Alright. You earned your room for tonight. Earned your room for tonight. Thanks for, And he looks at the body on the ground, and then he looks at Aura and, Ariella, Kahir, and Ilona, and says, "Thanks for, what is that?"
it's a shapeshifter. Hopefully you won't ever have to see one again.
And they could look like any one of us.
Yes, that's the fun part about them.
And the mood died for the rest of the evening, as everyone now eyes everyone else suspiciously.
Yep.
Yep.
It takes a few minutes.
Ilona is having a great time.
Let us have you a great time.
I'm just cleaning up the mess because I just don't want there to be a body just laying here in the morning.
Kier asks Ilona, he says, do you think we should talk to her about maybe splitting the reward? I mean, if she's on a contract, she's getting paid for it, right?
It's true.
And I mean, we kind of helped a little.
You did kill it.
You softened it up for me.
Yes, let's ask her for money.
Great. I need to repair my armor anyway.
Aura,
Yes.
you should give us something for all we did for you. I mean, it was my pin. Kahir killed it. You were really just there to pick up the head.
You softened it up for me.
I'm sure the sorceress is paying you quite handsomely.
I mean, well enough.
What do creatures like this usually go for?
Depends on who wants them. Either way,
Ariella,
Hmm?
how much money would you make killing this normally?
Make a Witcher training check.
I can do that. I was just about to do that.
No.
So 8,
Yeah,
right?
that's
They
a few bucks.
yeah, they normally go for around 500. You've never hunted a Doppler before, but you seem to recall that at your school, like treaties or like copies of old contracts, and it seems like, I don't know, 500 total is something. It's like the average rate.
Yeah, she just thinks about it for a moment and says, I don't know if the contracts for Doppler's been updated, but from what I remember from older ones, probably around 500 crowns. I don't remember.
500 crowns then, and you're probably swindling us out of much more.
I don't know if Aura has 500 crowns on her.
No, what? So I'll Jaeger Aura for a second.
Yeah.
She's just gonna tell you that to be paid, she needs to go back to Kedwin, which would bring you closer to Ariella's school. Which, well, going with all the things that we could pick up the next game in Kedwin as you travel with Aura all the way to Kedwin to get your paycheck.
That's a pretty good distance, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, we're pretty far.
Yeah, we figured this out, Simon, when we were making Aura. Something about like solid.
I mean-
it's 423 miles.
Look, if we're talking about The Witcher 1, it's just 1 2-minute cutscene.
It's actually from Vizima to Kermoren is 2 weeks. You're getting a bit closer, so I'd say a week and a half. Because you wouldn't do it on foot. Yeah, a 2-minute cutscene.
1 week per minute.
Yeah, because you would probably take the Pontar River all the way to Banglian, and then either the other river up, or you would just take the road. and go to Ardcarrig, which honestly is not that bad. Like travel-wise, it depends on the money though. 500 is not a lot for such a distance.
Wait, I thought my school was like between like here.
Yeah, but here, well, I can't paint.
Like here.
Here is closer to here than here.
Yeah. Yeah, my school's far.
Your school's far, but we'd get
Yeah, my
closer and
school's-
closer.
Yeah.
If that's something that interests you.
Mm.
I
This is
mean,
purely like out of game
Yeah, it's just
table
basically.
setting. Yeah.
I
Portal
mean,
will offer it, but
what do you think, friends?
Well, we don't have any other quest to pursue at the moment, do we? And perhaps we could just see where the road leads us.
I have to go home.
See?
Oh. Well, then we might as well stop and get our gold.
I don't want
Perhaps
any of
I
your
can-
gold.
I want it.
I don't trust her.
Well, yes, but
Well-
perhaps we can convince somebody else to give us some of that money.
At least we know she's really her now. Right?
And as you turn around, you notice that the aura that's been standing there has a cracked jaw. No, I'm kidding. You were all. So here's the thing. Out of game, the way this encounter I thought was gonna go is each turn, the Doppler would impersonate a new person,
Oh, that'd be cool.
gaining their hit points, their armor, and their skills. And thus, at some point, you would get confused as to who is who. I played one turn. So, whatever, guys.
Look,
It's
we're
like,
just,
yeah, nope.
we're just too good at The Witcher.
I mean,
Yeah, we're
you
too
are,
good.
but it's also cool because it goes to show that despite this creature being probably dangerous, he should have been more careful. And also, critting 10% of the time is very OP. Don't forget, kids, that 1920 crit in D&D, the champion archetype, like, that is useful. That's what's happening right now.
Oh, also, my sword has a crit ability where I should have rolled 2d6 plus 2 more damage.
How much more dead do you want them to be?
It would have been 12. I mean, just if we're counting.
12 12 doubled and halved. So
Right.
he would have died 2.5 times over.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not giving a Vikovaru sword to anyone ever again.
Remember, I didn't
He
buy
spent
anything
all of his
except
money.
that sword.
That's
He
true,
spent
that's true.
all of his money on that sword.
You didn't give it to him. He bought that sword.
He-
So
Simon, he bought it with his
My
money.
money.
Does that mean that if you die, the sword remains and it's gonna become the companion of the next character you play?
Probably.
Okay, good.
oh, the poor doggo, speaking of which.
Oh, the
oh
dog's
yeah,
been
Doggo
sleeping.
has been hiding.
The dog's been sleeping and lapping at. It managed to open a jar of honey,
Oh.
and it's just has its snout in it, and it's just like.
Yeah. I think Ilona will like drunkenly, well, she's probably like sobering up a little bit. She's not so out of it. She had a nap. And so at some point she will wash the dog.
Sure. But here's my question: do you make the trip up to Kedwin?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's meet the crusty old guys in the castle.
Ariella is not happy. She has to go to Kedwin. She does not want to go. She
I mean, it's on the way.
Yes, darling, it's on the way, and we'll get money. And we could always use the money.
To buy more booze.
I
Or
still
equipment.
not trust her.
I mean, no. She has proven to herself to be not honorable. But that doesn't mean that the people that she works for are exactly like her.
And plus, you don't have to trust her money. Trust her coins.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like go over to Ilona and just like try to make sure that Aura does not see me do this
Mhm.
at all, and I'm gonna try and whisper in her ear. If she finds out about what happened to the real King Hansalt, we are all dead. Remember that.
I was just gonna turn with an easygoing smile. Shrug.
We'll discuss it later, but I think that ship has sailed.
You go to sleep tonight. And you wake up in the morning, all three of you. There is a pouch of gold left in your room. Is there a letter with the pouch of gold?
Yep.
What does the letter say?
Bon voyage.
It says, to the three most interesting companions, best of luck to wherever you go. And of course, be careful. Hope to not see you again on the road. Aura.
Yes, so Ariel's gonna read this letter, show it to Kahir and Ilona, and then she's gonna use her Igni to burn the freaking letter.
It's now been 2 Witchers out of 2 that have ditched the party and left a goodbye letter. However,
But how much gold did she leave?
Yeah. she left enough gold to rent yourself a boat all the way to Kedwin with food and provision and an extra 13 crowns left over.
It wouldn't happen to be like 500 gold, would it?
Well, that's what we're gonna see as you approach the majestic city of Kedwin. Jesus, of Ardkareg in
I feel
Kedwin.
Mhm.
It's flags waving in the winds. You hear music coming from the streets.
Ilona, as soon as she enters Kedwin, has put a scarf over her head. Yeah.
The 3 travelers enter the city of Kedwin. It is much more lively than dreadful Vizima. It almost reminds you of Novigrad in a way, but colder. There's no snow, but it's gray and the wind is chilly. And that's where we're gonna end tonight's episode. Next week, it's paycheck week, baby. We'll see how much that Doppler was actually worth. How much will Sheila the Tankerville be willing to split? I think it all depends on how sweet the words that Aura sent her will have been. Alright then. Well, I hope you all had fun tonight. I know I did. A lot.
Yeah, me too.
I'm liking playing Miele from time to time. She's my self-insert.
Oh yeah, Miele has to come with us to Ken.
Oh my god, no, Miele is my best friend now.
Yeah,
I have a whole thing.
she's not leaving the party. She is the mascot. She's your brand.
She's a brand.
She's the brand dog. So let's just go around the table. Outro, each of you tell us where you are, where we can find you, what you have going on in your internet lives. Let's start with our Witcher. Ariella, then we'll go Kiana, Steven, and Lauren.
Okay, so hi everybody. Bye everybody. My name is Jillian. I'm known as G4Gaming X on Twitter and G4Gaming1 on Twitch. You can follow me on these links that I put in chat. And on Tuesdays,
You're gonna have
the
to put the Twitch the link again because Nightbot is being a
What?
thing.
It worked fine for me.
No,
what the
it's gonna delete them.
No! Oh, do you want me to do it again?
Yep.
Wait, how's this? Is that better? Or did it...
It didn't do a thing.
What? What is going on?
It's
no.
okay. Look.
Oh, it just said like I said the same thing.
Yeah.
Hi.
It's no big deal. You're.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go. That's better. There you go. So anyway, on Tuesdays on the RPG Lab, I am in a all-female cast for our Inquisition game, where we're getting really close to solving a huge murder going on. Yay! That's it. That's all I got.
All right. Thank you. Kiana.
This was a lot of.
No. Oh no.
Sorry.
Yes, you are.
Uh-oh.
That was me. For some reason, I must have hit my shortcut to mute everything.
Oh, okay.
My bad.
There we are. No longer muted. Yeah, so it was a lot of fun being here. Thank you guys for having me. I enjoy being the shit stirrer and just causing drama. That's fun stuff.
Thank you. It was a lot of fun to have you here. And
Definitely.
to be able to play with you again.
Yay.
Or
yeah.
to DM you. I think I've never.
I don't think you
DM
ever GM'd me
No.
before.
So that was fun.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, and
Oh.
it was, yeah, it was nice to just kind of get to know these lovely characters and these lovely people.
Yep.
Lots of fun play with y'all. Yeah, we'll see how much money you get next week. Shrug?
Is Kiana still muted? Chat, please.
No, that's old.
Okay, that's an older message. All right, Steven.
Hi, everybody. Bye, everybody. I'm Steven. You can find me on Twitter at wolfwizard_, where I share other people's tweets. And yeah, I'm also in a podcast called Table Hearts. It's a Monster Hearts 2 podcast that you can find at the website off-thetable.com. That's about it for me.
And Lauren.
Hello. I had a great time. I always love playing with Kiana, even though we're always always rivals. My sad, beautiful girl. I love being drunk alone. I'm so glad that we've just like two episodes in a row of just beautiful drunk Alona. I am JL_Nice Girl on Twitter. My pin tweet is outdated. There's some new stuff. So every other Monday, I'm on Off the Table playing Tales from Thersha. Thursdays, I am on Tales from the Grim playing Dungeon of the Mad Mage, and some stuff is going down. Fridays, I am here. And Saturday, not tomorrow, but next Saturday, I will be on Off the Table again playing Ryutama, which is going to be a really good time. I forgot Tuesdays, I do a podcast. Every other Tuesday, I am the co-host of Too Many RPGs, a show where we talk to creators and fans of actual play about the shows they love and why they love them. And also, I recently just wrote a game. It's called The Page I Didn't Write. It's a one-player letter writing game. You can get it here. The link's in chat. And also, I have just been informed via the Twitters that Grant Ellis is about to stream it on his channel
Tonight?
tonight, like soonish.
Like 11
So-
p.m. or
I don't know. It just says in a few, so I don't know what that means, but soon.
Oh,
So
but he's live right now.
then I
Oh.
think we're gonna go and raid Mr. Grant Ellis.
Yeah.
so
Let's go and raid.
stick around, watch my game.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Let me just check what his handle is.
Grant R. Ellis.
It's Grant
Yeah,
R.
Grant
Ellis.
R. Ellis.
Okay, it's the R I keep forgetting. All right, well, before we go and raid Grant and share the love, thank you everyone for coming and sitting down and watching and having fun and drama with us tonight. Thank you so much, Kiana, for guesting.
Definitely.
Yep, it was awesome as usual to play with you and to have that was a tense episode. There was a lot of back and forth that I really, really enjoyed, and it set the stage for the last leg of our character's journey. On that note, have a good weekend, everyone. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah.
Bye bye.